It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
What's going on, guys? So welcome to my vlog. So today ang topic natin is about supplementation. It's about the highly debated bodybuilding supplement in the market. So yan yung creatine. Ano naman natin yung creatine? Ang daming debate about creatine, on when is the best time to take creatine, kung ano ba daw side effects ng creatine, and masama daw tong gamitin tong creatine. So napakadami nyo nakikita niyan for sure and naririnig sa mga social media, even in your own gyms, sa mga tropa nyo. And yun, today I'll give you everything I know about creatine. So bibigyan ko na sa inyo lahat, guys. So para hindi na kayo maguluhan, para hindi na kayo magtalo-talo. So ito lang yung alam ko and I hope makatulong sa inyo. So start na tayo. So coach, bakit ba natin kailangan ng creatine? Guys, if may mare-recommend man ako sa inyo na supplements, one or two, it's either whey or creatine. Bakit? Kasi they are highly backed by research and science. So regarding lean body mass, power output, and strength gains, they are proven talaga based on science na nakakatulong. Okay? So, yun nga, guys. So, paano ba nangyayari yun? Paano ba nakakatulong yung creatine on increasing power output, strength gains, and having a lean body mass? So, ganito yan. Meron kasi tayong tinatawag na ATP or adenosine triphosphate. So, yun yung main energy source ng katawan natin. So, doon ang gagaling. Halimbawa, mag-bench press tayo. Gawa tayong, let's say, 10 reps. So, ang ginagawa ni creatine, ini-increase niya yung regulation ng ATP. So, faster regulation of ATP. Yun yung ginagawa ni creatine. So, pag nangyari yun, we can push more reps and more weights. So for example, without creatine, you're pushing 10. With creatine, you can push up to 12 or up to 15 reps more. So yun. Yun yung ginagawa ni creatine. Binibigyan niya tayo ng more power, output, and strength gains. So, ayun, guys. So coach, ano ba yung best type ng creatine? So napakaraming types ng creatine sa market, guys. But most of them are just marketing strategies. So, andyan yung creatine citrate, creatine hydrochloride, creatine ethyl ester, creatine monohydrate, meron pang buff creatines, creatine mix. So guys, napakadami. So, huwag kayong malilito. Okay? As yung iba sobrang mahal pa. So, ang marirecommend ko, guys, best type is you just stick with creatine monohydrate, the simplest form, and it's cheap. Mura lang siya, pero napaka-effective. So, hindi mo na kailangan kumuha ng mga ibang types ng creatine. Bakit? Kasi based on research, itong mga types ng creatine na to, compared to the others, there's no significant amount na mas superior yung ibang class. Okay? So, just stick to monohydrate. Okay? Huwag na kayong malito pa. Creatine monohydrate. That's it. Stick to it. Huwag niyong ubusin yung pera niyo sa mga ibang klase ng creatine na sobrang mahal. Okay? Monohydrate. So, yan. Tapos, ano pa bang questions niyo? So, yung best time to take creatine. So, ano ba yung best time na pag-take? Pre-workout or post-workout? Kasi yung mga pre-workout supplement, usually meron silang creatine content. Diba? Tapos, yung iba naman sinasabi, mas magandang i-take yung creatine post-workout. So, ano ba talaga? So, check nyo itong graph na to, guys. So, kita nyo naman sa chart, yung pag-take ng creatine post-workout with carbs and protein, nagpipik siya. So, yung creatine levels nagpipeak with carbs and protein. So take note, with carbs and protein. So kailan ba natin tinitake yung carbs and protein natin? Di ba post-workout? Yung post-workout meal natin, nandiyan yung carbs and protein lagi. Or post-workout shake, for example, may shake ka, you put banana, a simple sugar, as carbs. And then, once cooked protein powder, so that's your protein. So, yun yung post-workout shake mo. So, mas maganda kung lalagyan mo siya ng 5 grams creatine in it. So, sakto-sakto yun. Pasok nga pasok yun, guys. Post-workout, carbs, protein, creatine. Okay? So, for me, the best time to take creatine is post-workout. Pero, hindi ko naman sinasabing hindi mo siya pwedeng i-take pre-workout or anytime during the day. So, anytime pwede mo siyang i-take. But for me, the best time to take creatine is post-workout with carbohydrates and protein. So, yun. Alam nyo na. So, ano pa ba? So, coach, paano ba siya i-take? Paano ba siya i-take talaga yung creatine? Kasi may nagsasabi, kailangan daw naming pumasok sa loading phase first. Or, sabi naman na iba, hindi daw kailangan. Kaya, pwede naman daw diretso na. Sabi naman na iba, kailangan mo daw i-cycle yung creatine. Yes guys, cycle daw. Anyway, i-discuss ko yung isa. So, yun nga, first protocol is yung loading phase. Okay, so yung ibang creatine, nasa mga labels pa rin nila yung protocols na to, itong loading phase. So, loading phase, ang ginagawa namin dito, or ginagawa ng mga bodybuilders usually, is they take 20 grams of protein, creatine every day for 5 to 7 days. So, 20 grams of creatine for 1 week. Let's say for 1 week, kasi 7 days. And then after that, yung mga following weeks na, they will go down to maintenance. 5 grams per day na lang. So, bakit ba nila ginagawa yun? So, ginagawa muna nila, ini-elevate nila yung creatine levels for 1 week. And then, once na elevated na yung creatine levels mo, bababa na lang sila sa 5 grams para lang hindi mawala yung creatine levels mo. Para lang mag-stay elevated siya. So, gets nyo ba guys? So, loading phase 20 grams for 1 week para ma-elevate yung creatine levels mo. And then 5 grams para ma-maintain yung elevation. Okay? So, loading phase. So, ang ginagawa ng iba, straight na sila dun sa 5 grams. 5 grams every day, 3 to 5 grams every day. So, okay din yun. Pwede naman yun eh. Kaso, alam nyo, gradual. Yung creatine levels mo, mag-i-increase pa rin siya. Pero gradual lang. So, yun. So, ano ba yung mas maganda sa dalawa? Yung loading or yung non-loading? So, for me, kung gusto mong mas mabilis, you can go on loading phase. So, parehas naman silang nagpo-promote ng increase on creatine levels. So, parehas naman silang beneficial. Pinagkaiba lang is mas mabilis lang yung may loading phase. Okay? So, pwede nyo gawin yung dalawa, mas mabilis lang yung loading phase. And, regarding yung cycling, ang ginagawa naman nila dito is, I think 3 weeks on with creatine. So, 5 grams per day for 3 weeks. And then 1 week off. 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So, ginagawa daw nila yon para daw hindi masana yung katawan na nagtitake ng supplements or something like that. Na para daw yung creatine levels is hindi daw masyadong sumobra. So guys, yung 1 week off mo, useless yon. Kasi yung creatine levels, nag-stay yan sa loob ng katawan natin ng matagal. So gradual yan. Kaya nga, nagkakaroon ng loading and non-loading phase. So itong ginagawa nyo na cycling 1 week off is nonsense. Okay? So it's either loading or non-loading, pwede nyo gawin. Pero itong cycling, 1 week off, sorry guys, pero walang kwenta yan. So, huwag ka naman cycling, okay? So, yun nga. Loading, unloading. So, ano ba questions nyo? So, yung side effects daw, yung creatine daw, nagkukos ng hair loss, nakakapanot naman. Bakit? Saan nyo nakuha yun? Gawa daw ng DHT. Yung creatine daw, it increases DHT. As yung DHT, nagkukos ng hair loss. So, oo, yung creatine, nag-increase yung DHT. Pero, wala pang proof guys na talagang itong creatine is related to hair loss directly. Okay? So, based on research also, there's no significant connection on hair loss and creatine. Okay? Tapos, ano pa ba? Yung walang kamatayang water bloating daw. Creatine bloating na tinatawag. So, yung creatine daw, nakakataba. Nakakalaki daw ng tiyan. Kasi, nagkakaroon daw ng water retention. Totoo naman yan guys. Creatine causes water retention. Okay? But creatine causes water retention in your muscles. Okay? Intracellular. Hindi siya on your subcutaneous fats. Okay? Hindi doon napupunta yung tubig. Napupunta yung tubig sa muscles nyo. Okay? Kaya nga lumalaki yan yung muscles nyo. Nagmumukhang massive and malaki. Kasi nga, full of nutrients. Yung water, nagdadala rin niya ng nutrients sa katawan guys. So, huwag kayong matakot sa creatine bloating na sinatawag nila kasi it's completely a false concept. Kasi yung creatine, yung tubig na tinatawag nilang water retention, sa muscles na pupunta, okay? Sa muscles, hindi sa taba. Okay, malinaw. So, yun. Tapos, ano ba? Yung diarrhea pala. Creatine. Yung iba, nagkakaroon ng GI disturbance or nagtatai daw sila kapag nag-take sila ng creatine. So, masasuggest ko sa inyo guys, if ganun yung nangyayari, mas mabuti, try to find creatine like micronized form. Meron yung mga meron namang type ng creatine monohydrate which is micronized na light lang siya sa stomach. So hindi siya ganun nagkukos ng GI disturbance. So, micronized creatine monohydrate. So yun. Sana nalilinawan na kayo guys sa ngayon. And ano pa ba? Ano pa ba yung questions nyo regarding creatine? So, yung creatine ba, pwede ba siyang gamitin while cutting? Kasi nga, nagkukos daw ng water retention. So, pag ginamit mo siya while cutting, magbo-bloat ka. So, guys, sabi ko nga sa inyo, di ba? Yung creatine can help you improve on gaining lean muscle mass, increased power output, and strength gains. So, nasan dun yung bloating? So, it's clear na pwede mong gamitin yung creatine while cutting kasi yung water napupush sa muscles mo. Okay? So, hindi ka magmumukhang flat. Magmumukha ka lalong full and muscular. Okay? So, ayun. Sana malinaw na tayo guys. Kalinaw na tayo regarding creatine. If may other questions pa kayo regarding creatine, if naguguluhan pa rin kayo, mag-comment lang kayo sa comment box below, and you can PM me on my Facebook page, Rai Physique, and on Instagram, Rai_Physique. Okay? So, yun. Tapos na tayo guys. I hope natulungan ko na naman kayo today, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Bye!